Maybe the official coach of Brother from Another Michael, would you say, or at least in your estimation, is Mike McCarthy, right?
McCarthy. Mike McCarthy.
It's Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You keep up
Yeah, I
hard
wasn't
for Mike
expecting
McCarthy
that.
here. No, that's like yeah. Michael capes up for Mike McCarthy because people tend to use him as a piñata, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's part of it. The only problem with that, Connor, is with Mike McCarthy as our official coach, we always have like some time management issues with the show. We can't quite, can't get it.
That's
going.
what comes with the
But
deal.
Other than that,
Yeah, you knew what you were signing up for.
Other than that, he's
no
fantastic.
issues so far. So Michael, start with you, and then we go back to Lawrence and Connor. But since that's your guy, and my guy too, but since that's your guy, like they can't control who they play, and they handle their business against two New York teams. One of which was being outscored 60-0 through 6 quarters. The other one has Zach Wilson. Enough said. How good are the Cowboys? And does it even matter at this point how good they are?
Well, look, how good are the Cowboys? One of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best team in the NFL right now. Okay, best team in the NFL. I have no problem with that. I have no problem saying that about the Cowboys. There's nothing, you said they can't help who they play, but there's nothing fluky about what they've done. So they shut out the Giants in game 1. Giants have an amazing comeback against the awful Cardinals yesterday. They did score points against the Cardinals. It's like the extreme.
They did. A lot of them.
No, it doesn't matter what you do against us, Giants. You're not going to score. You're not going to score. And then you can go out and do your thing against the Cardinals, but that ain't got nothing to do with us. And as far as the Jets
just
Zach
beat
Wilson,
Buffalo.
Easy storyline to kind of jump on Zach Wilson. Obviously, it's an easier game with Zach Wilson as a quarterback compared to Aaron Rodgers. But I think if Aaron Rodgers had been healthy, who's to say I'm right? Who's to say you're right? So I'm going to say, I can't be wrong and I can't be 100% right. I still think it would be a tough game if Aaron Rodgers had been quarterbacking yesterday against the Cowboys. Their defense is fast. Their defense makes plays. It just always does. They come up with stuff. And so, there's nothing. I got no complaints with the Cowboys. And any issues with the Cowboys?
They look.
Any issues that you have with the Cowboys? Yeah.
Lawrence, they look complete.
You probably had them last year.
Lawrence, they look complete, and they may be so good that they just make people look bad, Lawrence.
Man, it's exactly that, man. The Cowboys is for real, and you could see them in the NFC Championship game. Also, watch out for the Eagles, too, who I picked the Eagles to win the division, man. But like Holly just said, this might be the best team in the NFL. Look, they can't help who they play. So when they do play inferior teams, you beat them down because that's what you're supposed to do. They got Arizona coming up. Next, they have a tougher defense to face in New England and San Francisco back to back. So I guess we'll get to see it there. But yeah, man, the Cowboys is for real. Like they were in the mix last year. They were just in the divisional round. Like they sent Tom Brady home in a miraculous fashion. So yeah, the Cowboys is for real. The defense is crazy. Looks like the best defense in the NFL especially when you have the best defensive player in the NFL and Micah Parsons and Dak Prescott. He's coming out for now. Thus far, he's like all those mistakes that he made last year. Like there ain't been none of those. Like he's playing like against the Giants. He didn't really have to do too much. Because the Giants did it for him, but versus the Jets team, a much tougher defense. Like he showed up, he showed out. They got the running game going. Tony Pollard showing that he could carry the load. They get my boy Deuce Vaughn in there getting some rest, man. So offense, defense, both looking great. CeeDee Lamb going for 140 plus. Like Dallas is for real, for real.
They really are. I think yesterday what was so impressive to me, like, Micah Parsons, he's on the road to win Defensive Player of the Year. He takes over games. Same with CeeDee Lamb on the other side of the ball.
Shoot, or
what was
more.
Impressive.
Hell, he might be MVP.
Yeah, right. Yeah, clean sweep.
Right.
I mean, the crazy thing yesterday, the Jets were out-coached versus the Giants' offense. The Jets have a great defense, and Mike McCarthy had the quick game going for Dak. They were creative. They got the ball out of Dak's hands. They didn't let the Jets' pass rush get anything going up the field against him at all, where Dak wasn't really afforded any opportunity to make that mistake we've seen him make in the past. So the Cowboys look well coached. They have talent galore. They have one of the best corner duos in football with Diggs and Stephon Gilmore. They have the best edge rusher in football right now in Micah Parsons. They're deep in the front seven. And Lawrence brought up Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is a significant upgrade than what Ezekiel Elliott had been the final couple years there in Dallas. Dallas is a terrifying team right now. I don't think this is just them beating up on inferior opponents, which is some of it. I think Dallas is going to do this to a lot of teams this year.
No question. And again, I'm not one of those guys that does the whole hate Dallas thing, for clicks or comments and all that kind of shit. But it's just one of those where it's like, yeah, we've kind of seen this movie before. Like, Dallas is good. They've been talented. They've been good. But will they be at their best and healthiest when it matters most against whom it matters most? And that's San Francisco. Fellas, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. No disrespect to Philly.
Great.
No disrespect to Philly. But Dallas will tell you, the team that's in their head is San Francisco. They don't fear Philly the way they know they got to match San Francisco's physicality.
They respect him. They respect him, don't fear him.
They respect him. A lot of respect for
guys.
Lawrence and Connor. Appreciate you, fellas. Thank you.
Good job, fellas.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.